Hey guys, Jimmy McKinney with Servicide, and this is one of the most exciting reviews that I have to show to you guys this hunting season. It's all about the Lone Wolf custom gear stand, but we're going to take it deeper than about any review I've seen out there, and we're actually going to go into detail comparing the XOP stands, Lone Wolf custom gear, and then the original Lone Wolf stands, and we're going to show the pros and cons and help you make the best decision on what stand is right for you. So to get started here, I love the innovation. We have the sticks here. I did an unboxing video a couple weeks ago. Finally got my sticks in. Lone Wolf is finally caught up with all their orders. This is pretty cool. They have rubber grommets built into the stick, and they just stick together. Okay, and essentially there's no noise to disconnect. I mean, this is ingenuity right here at its finest. This is incredible. So I thought a couple years ago when XOP came out with sticks, and mind you, for you guys watching this video, I just want to say something. I don't hear a lot of people explain this, but the DeQuistos, they own XOP and Lone Wolf custom gear. XOP is stuff made in China, made over the pond. So I just want to clarify that this is made in America, the Lone Wolf custom gear and the original Lone Wolf. I'm also going on a limb and explain something else here. The original owners, DeQuistos, that started Lone Wolf, they no longer own Lone Wolf. So it's very confusing because we have Lone Wolf and we have Lone Wolf custom gear. These are two separate companies, okay? But it is all the brainchild of Andre DeQuisto that came with all this innovation. So the XOP sticks, this was a pretty cool game changer here where they don't go anywhere, okay? And what they did, they made an actual locking mechanism with the stick, okay, where it locks in by rotating right in the center of that stick. And when you rotate it, then they come loose. So this was a great improvement on the original packability, because we go back to the original Lone Wolf sticks, and what we have here sounds like rattling antlers, okay? We have a strap system that gets things tight. And now, you can take these straps here that attach to the tree to help secure it. You know, there's different ways that you can do that. We can use rubber gear ties, and we can get things tight. There's multiple ways to do things, but let's be honest, this is the best, bar none, option for sticks right now on the market. I mean, it's genius, okay? This is what I want to touch base on here, is just the profile here, okay? So with the Lone Wolf custom gear and the XOP, this is how things stack up. Now, when you put this on your back, we can either put it flat to your back or we can put it so it's sticking out. So the Lone Wolf way, honestly, they're pretty much universal plug and play, but these are gonna tap into the seat like this, okay? And what ends up happening, once these are strapped on you get a lot of mass pulling out, all right? In this video, I'm gonna go into some deeper details here to show and explain why this isn't all perfect system. This is awesome if you're gonna just go backpack in, you're doing some scouting, you're going into the field to hang a stand and you don't have anything with you. But the problem comes when you're going in and you have camera gear and you have your hunting gear and you have your bow and you have to get everything in the stand. And that's where the Lone Wolf custom gear, it's more than just a meat shelf. I hear all these guys, oh, it's a meat shelf feature with the seat. And like I said, we're gonna dive into that. I'm gonna show you some real world situations in this video today to help make up your mind. If you're hunting farms and you're able to go in on your electric bike or four-wheeler side by side and you got 100 yards to walk, I can tell you right now, this probably isn't the setup for you, okay? If you're like me and you do a lot of public game land hunting, you're out in the national forests and you're gonna get back in a ways and you're running and gunning and playing cat and mouse where you have a huge wooded area and you're not hunting the same spot because you're trying to hunt a buck that is gonna potentially pattern you, you're gonna want something mobile. And all these options are very viable But right now, the Mobile Hunter system is the most out-of-the-box complete system that is available. So there's definitely, if you get online and you look, there's different ways that you can tweak the other stands. So what I'm going to show you is how this packs down on your personal frame, on yourself. And I'm going to show you the different weights of the stands, and there's some different surprising stuff that you're going to find in this video. And ultimately, you have to make the decision of which is right for you. Okay, so I want to show you how simple it is for the Lone Wolf Custom Gear sticks to plug into the stand. So these just plug into each other. One thing, you just got to take my word for it, this distance from here to here is not the same as here to here. If I stretch my hand out, there's a difference, okay? And to keep from frustration, especially at nighttime when you're getting set up in the stands, this top step is going to be at the top, okay? So we're going to go ahead and plug this into the stand, into the machine holes that they have for you. So this will plug in here, and this will plug in right here, okay? So this is going to be up. Once you have that in, the most amazing part about it, I mean, it's not going anywhere. Now, when you put the next step in, there is going to be more mass pulling out, and that's where you're going to want to have things strapped down. But it does a phenomenal, fantastic job. So again, this will be up, and I'm gonna have to put this on the outside. Based on that bracket, that V's not gonna hit in there. So these two will go together. So just got to get everything lined up. Nice thing is they have plastic bushings between everything, right from the factory. Keeps everything nice and quiet. So now these all push in. So, and that's what the purpose of this top grommet is so that these can push together. Okay. So I'm gonna play with this some, figure out if I like strapping the stand stuff to itself, or if I end up deciding that I want to just gear tie things together. There's multiple ways that we can do stuff. Maybe run it through the stand. I'm a big fan of these gear ties. Just go to Home Depot and grab them, get them on Amazon, and that helps to just secure stuff. They got bright ones, blue, orange, green, stuff that you can just see. You won't miss it, when you're getting ready in the low hours of night. So, all right, let me stick these other ones in. Okay, now this is the $1 million question everybody's been waiting for. How much does this stand weigh? Well, guess what? I'm not going to only show you how much this stand weighs with all associated straps. I'm going to show you what this stand weighs, what the Lone Wolf stand weighs, and what the XOP stand weighs, and we're going to do that right now. Okay, so we're gonna start with the XOP, and I wrote it down here just so I don't mess this up for you guys. Now, my scale, it's calibrated to the best of my ability. It's not like it's a postal scale, but the XOP comes in at just under 30 pounds, 29 pounds, 9 ounces. The Lone Wolf setup, it comes in at 22 pounds, 4 ounces. And the Lone Wolf gear, custom gear, we shave off about 2 pounds. We're at 20 pounds, 15 ounces. So I was a little surprised to see that this tipped the scale over 20 pounds. The biggest thing I want you to understand is how compact that this is. It's going to ride on your body. And that's one of the big things I'm going to get to here in a minute. One of the most interesting things that we found when we were doing the review here let me open these sticks up, is the actual weight of the sticks. Now the straps are about the same here, so since I don't have the straps on the Lone Wolf custom gear, I'm gonna take this strap off. But I wanna show you guys something right here that was really surprising to me. And we're coming in at 2.48 ounces, about just under 2 pounds and 5 ounces. Lone Wolf custom gear. We're coming in at almost 2 pounds 7 ounces. So we're talking 2.5 ounces heavier than the original Lone Wolf. And here we got the XOP, and you get this so it's not touching. And the XOP comes in at 3 pounds 5.8 ounces, so almost a pound heavier than the two of these combined, about a pound heavier. So I was really shocked to see that, because I mean, these sticks are not only expensive, they got a lot of machining detail going into them, and the length. The original, let's spin these out just to show. So the original Lone Wolf are a hair longer, probably about 2 inches longer or so, and they're heavier. And that you know, a couple inches times 4, that adds up to almost an extra, you know, 10-12 inches of. So they do curl up here, so it cradles your foot, keeps you locked into the stand, and they are a hair longer. So just to compare that, you can see that it's a hair longer. So keep you nice and secure. But yeah, I was really surprised to see that they weren't able to shave more weight off when they machined these. So I'm sure that's something that in the future we'll be looking for more innovation with the weight of the actual stick. So this next segment's gonna apply to you northern guys that like to do videography. If you're from the South and you're not worried about filming, this is gonna have a lot less impact on you. It's still gonna be impactful, but this is something I've struggled with my whole life, being a solo filmer and remote hunter in public land. I used to run a big rig like this. We're not even gonna talk about this because camera technology's gotten so much smaller. We're able to run a much smaller system. But again, it's some bulk and something you got to bring in. So we'll just take this one out of the equation here. So what I've done in the past is bringing all my gear in, running these two stands here. I've run both of these for years. I mean, this stand right here is over 10 years old, and that is one thing that's important to note. You know, when you're investing the money in these stands, they're going to last a long time. So traditionally, the biggest problem that I'd have is getting not only the sticks hooked into the stand, but getting the stand on my pack. Because when you're hunting, your pack is full of gear. So, you know, like I said, if you're from the South, you're not really worried about keeping warm. But if you're from the North, you're gonna have your jacket, possibly bibs, you know, thicker pants. You might have a change of clothing if you're walking a long way in. And then you got to get your lunch in there, and you got to find a way to get your camera gear in there, and then you got to get all of this into the woods. Okay, so I'm going to talk a little bit about how I've run the run and gun setups with sticks and stand in the past, and show you where the Lone Wolf custom gear has really truly raised the bar. Here I have my XOP set up. You know, one of my favorite features is how the sticks lock in with just the twist of a hand. And you know, the biggest downfall with this setup is that it's a lot of mass that's way out. Okay, so I actually have the XOP pack here. They did a nice job with this webbing to get this together. But remember, this is a 30-pound setup, okay, and it's all this mass pulling back on you. Okay, so if you don't have far to go, you can't beat the price point on this setup here. You know, one critique on this pack that they had made, the XOP, is that it doesn't have a waist hip strapping mechanism. I think that would take some of that load off, but again, it's really pulling you back. And I don't even have my camera gear in the bag here. So something that I came up with on my own, at least I haven't seen it done anywhere else, is I took a meat pack and used this shelf of the meat pack to lay the sticks across, put the Lone Wolf stand across, and then I would run all my gear in a big bag on the outside. So instead of everything pulling off the bag was still on the outside. And this works a lot better. So again, it's not perfect. You know, one of the pitfalls to this is that you get into your stand and you have this extra pack that you got to bury, because you probably don't want to bring that up into the tree with you. So one of the perks to this is that we can get this load on the hips, take a lot of that off of the shoulders. So this works pretty good, but we got a pretty wide load. So if you're hunting Pennsylvania like myself and you got mountain laurel, good luck, okay? But it's been very effective me for the last couple seasons doing this. So when Lone Wolf came out with this new setup, it was strikingly similar to what I've been doing here, in that the actual stand has the meat shelf, okay? So when you look at the differences right here, I don't have the pack on there right now. Okay, so I'm gonna throw a pack on here, and I'm gonna show you. There's really no contest here with the new improvements from Lone Wolf Custom Gear. I mean, you have a thin profile, okay? You have a stand that's right around 20 pounds. I wish I could say it was sub 20. I really wish I could say that, but it's not. And you can put your stand on the outside. So let me just get this hooked in and show you the difference here, because it's not as much the weight that's the game changer, it's the distribution. So the distribution of this stand we're able to get everything really tight to the back. And this is gonna make a 2-mile hike, you know, into the big woods a heck of a lot easier. I mean, you know, you can sneak through brush, you can get through, everything's just right there secure. It's rock solid. So in my opinion, if money is taken out of the equation, you're looking, let me rephrase this. If you're solely basing your decision on money, XOP is hard to beat. I have some price points written down here. And so what we're looking at for a similar setup here, XOP, you're about $390. Lone Wolf, you're looking at about $460. And with this setup, with the straps and everything, you're looking at about $850. So you're paying a lot more here. This is not something that you're gonna set up and leave in the woods. This is a tactical, mobile-ready hunting system. If you're the serious type of hunter that wants to be silent, that wants to be effective to get into the big woods, that has a long walk, look no further. This is definitely the solution. If you're weighing your pros and cons on, do I want to buy something American made or China made for a cheaper price? You know, that's one thing to weigh in here. There is a little bit slightly heavier setup here with the XOP. These sticks are so great that they're hard to find in stock. Again, they weigh about an extra pound.
So at the end of the day, no matter what you decide, all three are very good options. It just comes down to what your budget is and what your intentions are. I personally am a big fan of the new Lone Wolf Custom Gear setup, and I find this can be a great tactical advantage going into the hardwoods and just slipping in tight to a buck's bedding area. Ultimately, it's your decision. I hope this video helps. We're going to have some more reviews in the field shortly.